I'm not going to forget from whence I came.
You just have different ideas on how you think you can lift.
Well, my parents, even though they were Democrats, they raised me with a very conservative perspective. You know, very strong in the family, very strong in the church, very strong with education, very strong with individual responsibility and accountability. And I think those are some of the basic conservative principles, and that's what I want to also make sure that that voice is heard in this body politic.
You mentioned incarceration to me on Sunday. I'm just wondering, have you had any time? You probably haven't had that much time.
To do what?
You mentioned incarceration when we talked on Sunday as being one of the issues you really cared about. And I wanted to know if you'd talked to any of the members maybe about it.
I mean, you know,
it's just
we have
been,
been, you know, sitting down and getting death by PowerPoint and things of that nature. But, you know, those are some of the endemic problems that we do have in our community. The dropout rates, and we got to look at that. I went to inner city high school in Atlanta, Grady High School. So we've got to restore some of the foundational things that make the black community strong. And I was just talking about family, education, individual responsibility, accountability. And because, you know, look, I'd like to see more young people from my neighborhood end up exactly where I'm standing here today, being a retired lieutenant colonel in the Army and being a congressman.
So we have to restore the, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that, restore the values that made...
Yeah, some of the foundational values that made the black community strong.
Do you think that the federal government has a role in that? Or, you know,
I mean, the federal government needs to be able to set conditions, and that's what we need to understand is that, you know, there are things that the community, there are things that the individuals are able to do, and it's the federal government that sets some conditions for their success. It's not the federal government coming down and micromanaging, becoming a nanny state. I think that's what we have to be careful of.
Okay.